Guys, what's going on? Jeremy Lafrentz, Backstage Entertainment. Definitely a familiar face. You've been on our interviews 3 times.
Yeah.
We've done Sick Puppy interviews. This will be the 4th one.
Yeah.
We caught Mark a couple months ago. You guys were at Laserfest.
Yeah. I think I was running in the background during that.
Yes,
time.
you were.
Yeah.
It was funny. I wanted to ask you about this too, because you probably have, kind of a ritual you do to take the stage and, to prepare yourself. I remember you were walking back. It was cornfields that day,
yeah.
so you were kind of walking in the back, and you walked quite a bit. And what's kind of going through your head? What do you do to prepare yourself to take the stage?
It really depends on the day, man. Like at that point, we were playing some new songs. We were debuting 2 new songs off the record, and that only happens one time, obviously. So you sort of, I don't know, just like you practice. I did my warm-ups. I was walking around doing the vocal warm-ups, and I was singing those songs specifically. And then you run a little bit. You got to get your blood sugar going and your heart rate up, and you get so just all of that stuff. But it really depends on the day. Like sometimes when you're on tour for, if you've done 5 shows in a row, 10 shows in a row, you don't need to do as much. You just sort of get on stage and it kicks in. But that was that was one of the first shows. Plus we were playing before Papa Roach, so you have to do a good job. So that was the thing. And it was great because Jacoby came up afterwards and said he liked the new single, and we hung out and I played him a few songs off the record. It was fun.
Yeah, I remember that because we interviewed Jacoby, and then we had Mark as well. And you guys have kind of a special bond, it seemed like. So you guys have a good friendship.
We just love each other's bands, and it's great because when we were in the garage in Australia, we listened to their first record when they blew up, and I was just really into the music, and I saw them do a show in Sydney, and when they're up on stage and you're 17, 18 and you're like, I want to do that, that's what I want to do, and then you meet him, and the first time that I ever met Jacoby, he was running, because that was after that I started running. I copied all his moves and figured stuff out, and because he's a very disciplined frontman, so I took a lot of notes. And he came up, he was all in sweats and stuff, and I was like, oh, it's you, and I'm a big fan of you. And he was like, hey man, I love that song. And he came up and he said hi, and he was into the band. And after that, we just hang. We just hang out. It's fun, man.
It's cool meeting the bands
really
and developing that relationship.
I've been lucky to meet a lot of the people that I idolized, and most of them have been very cool. Yeah, really cool people.
Exactly. That's what I like about my job too. Getting to meet you guys, and it's fun just to see how cool and how down to earth people really are.
Do you ever meet people who aren't cool?
You don't
have to give names, but like
no. I'm trying to think in our interviews. And people are going to be nice to press because we're obviously promoting you guys and all that stuff. But I'm sure there's a couple out there. I'd have to go back and check. Since we've last interviewed you guys too, all together, it was, we've kind of blown up ourselves, so.
Congratulations.
Yes, thank you very much. Congratulations to you too.
Thanks, man, yeah.
We got some stuff we need to talk about right now too. Omaha, Nebraska. Obviously, you get a lot of support from 897 The River. You're on the show this morning. You're friends with Sophia and the gang down there. Why was Omaha the choice for today and the album release date?
Omaha is the first place we ever sold out a show. We've sold out every show since. Yes. It's the first place that played all the same. Sophia put it on the radio just because she loved the song before she knew about the video and the band and all that sort of stuff. Omaha was the first place that we sold over 6,000 tickets to the Mid-America Center. Right. It's the first time we played an arena. And it's just it's a landmark city for us. Yeah. So it just makes sense for what we hope will be a landmark record. This is definitely the best record of our career. Right. But so was Tripolar at that time in our life. Like everything that we do, it's the best that we can do at that moment. And it just makes sense to give it back to everyone here. Yeah. And that's not to say that there aren't a lot of cities that are amazing to us, but Omaha, something's happening here for us.
Home away from home. I think.
Yeah, it's just it's amazing. We just love it, and we love to come play shows for you guys. Yeah.
The first single, There's No Going Back, is out and on radio and everything like that. When you guys are sitting there thinking about what's the first single, how did you come up with There's No Going Back?
It was actually a very arduous process because we had a lot of songs and we had a lot of opinions. Because Tripolar did well enough that a lot of new people weighed in and they said, "Look, we're you've earned your stripes. You've done 5 years on the road. It's the 3rd record. This is the time to try to blow it up." And when that happens, there's a lot more opinions, and so and they're all valid, and so you can't really, you have to just wait it out and be like, well, this will work for this and that'll work for that. Right. Should we go with something really heavy or something softer or something in the middle, and should the lyrics be this, or should it just be like you're going down and then we'll go to that? And there's all of these concepts that come up, but at the end of the day, the best song should win out. Right. And the only other song that was kind of in terms of the quality for radio, which is what a single's designed for, was Connect. But Connect is a very big departure for us. The song Connect is a big departure. It's one of the best songs on the record. I personally, it's my favorite. But you can't go straight to that after you're going down. Right. So you have to sort of ease people into it. So There's No Going Back was thematically the right move for us, because that's what the record is. It's a musical evolution. It's a sense of a calculated move towards doing something. Evolution is the word I keep coming back to. Right. We had all of our things that we knew how to do. We had input from the fans. We had learned so much on the road, and we decided not to repeat what worked the first time, which is what you can do. It's very safe and easy to do. It's not a very big risk. And once we decided not to take the risk, there was no going back. And that's where the song came from. So it just made sense to open up the journey that way.
Okay. And going from this standpoint, too, I mean, you're writing the lyrics to the song. Well, how does it come that when you get to the chorus here, I'm going to throw in, okay, there's no going back. Fuck that, going back. What's going through your mind?
I mean, if you have to, I mean, if we're talking about songwriting, like every time I come to sense of songwriting, it's the same thing. I do acting as well, and I learned when I was doing acting that whenever usually when you're watching a dramatic piece, you're watching someone who's at that pivotal moment in their life. You're watching something change and shift, and the best songs, at least ones with that type of meaning, that like life journey meaning, they're supposed to take place in that moment when you decide. Like Maybe is that sort of song. Odd One, all of these songs were like, they're in the moment of the decision of like, I'm going this way, I'm not going back, or I'm not going that, I'm not going to do what my parents said, or I'm not going to do what I was going to do because I was afraid or whatever. So when you make that decision, and everyone does it once, like, man, I'm doing this, and I'm doing it, and if it's like, oh, but what do you go, fuck it, and that's what comes out of your mouth. You say, fuck that, like, so, and it works, fuck that, going back, it works out. So it's just a natural sort of thing, if you really follow the emotion of the song, and we wrote a lot of songs with a lot of different people and learned a lot of stuff, and when you just really say, well, this is what it's about. If you just go with what works, it's musical, it's sort of, if you just hit the core emotion of it, and it works. When people sing that back to us, they mean it. Right. They fucking mean it, dude. It's great, yeah. Yep.
And speaking of that, too, you're talking about profanity and stuff, and you guys, I mean, right after this interview, that's what I say, right after this interview, you guys are going to Best Buy, and you're performing, and so along that topic, too, and especially in the audience, you'll get some kids out there. So when you do, like, this Best Buy performance, we just change the lyric. Okay, so you scale it back.
Kids,
okay.
For the kids, we change the lyric because you have to, and because I know that if I was a parent and I was taking my kid, I would, you'd have something to say about it. Right. At the end of the day, people know what we're saying, and they know the sentiment of it, but we censor it.
So like those in-store performances, stuff like that, you kind of scale it back. The show, you let loose, and you're...
because if you buy a ticket to a show, you should know what you're getting into. At the Best Buy thing, there's a lot of people that are just there to buy a TV, and they come see the band, and if you go, fuck, they're like, I don't want to take my kids out. Exactly. So, there's a time and a place.
But it's going to be pretty cool. You guys get to sign a lot of autographs, and you guys are always good about that. You always hang out after the shows, you try and sign everybody's that's there. Does it get to a point where your hand starts hurting and stuff because you're going through all these autographs and signing stuff for people?
No, I think the difficult thing is the hands don't start hurting. That's kind of silly. Like this, that'll do it. No, there comes a point where when there are so many people. This happened actually at the show that we did at the Mid-America Center. There were 6,000 people. We signed for 2.5 hours. Yeah, and after a while, you start to hit autopilot, and you stop looking people in the eye, and you stop treating them like a person. You're just like, okay, where's the next one? What's the next? And because you're doing so much, and that's where that's the difficulty, keeping it fresh, keeping it like. So you have to ask them like, hey, did you have fun? Or you look at them like, and they're wearing a Pantera shirt. I love that shirt, whatever it is, and you just try to find something. To keep it fresh, because otherwise, like if I go and see a band and they don't even look me in the eye, I'm like, dude, I just waited an hour to get your, and you're not even looking at, and you look at the guy next to me like, are you next? But sometimes you got to catch yourself doing it. That's the hard part.
Exactly. We had a Facebook thing where we said we're interviewing you guys today. Ashley Clark kind of wanted to know, and this is true too, is some fans don't know that you guys write a ton of songs for our next album. They think, oh, just 10 to 15 you write that. How many songs do you guys actually write?
Just about 100.
100 songs. So out of those, how are you picking the, like the Best Buy Deluxe has 18 on them.
Yeah. But the best songs make themselves known at the beginning. We'd write 10, 15 songs, and one song would come up and be a great song where it would just work. Everything would work, and it would be what we'd wanted to do. The direction was right, vocally, everything, lyrically. And so then when you write that, you're like, well, we can't, once you put that song on the record, you can't knowingly do less than that.
Right.
You can't just go, oh, okay, that'll be the single, and then we'll just, put it whatever else on. You have to keep writing until the next one comes up, and the next one comes up, and it would be about, every 15 to 20 songs, maybe, about that. Every once in a while, you maybe go back and write with the same person, you get a couple in a row, but mostly, you just have to wait and be patient and be diligent, and when the song comes up, it makes itself known, and that's how you choose the songs. I think about 8 of the songs, there's 12 songs on the record before, the deluxe has like 18, like you said. Yeah, right. 8 of the songs were unanimous from the beginning. Before we even sat down to discuss it, we were like, well, these ones are the ones, because we've been listening to the demos. Then the other ones were mostly taste. I like the way this thing is, or I like the way that was a discussion. But everything else was, the record sort of made itself at that point.
Right. All right. Well, you've experienced this before. We'll do a couple since you guys got to get going here pretty soon. But the BSE box, it's a different look now. Okay. We had just a box last time, and then we've added this. You said you did some acting, and you're kind of doing that stuff. So draw a question first. I'll walk you through this process, because like I said, it's a different...
Draw the question
Draw the question first.
All right. I can see one of them. Okay.
Okay.
Do I read it?
All right, so read it now.
All right. What has been your worst food experience?
Okay. So now 1 through 55. Pick a number.
23.
23. So while you answer this question, you have to act like you're on the Jerry Springer show.
Oh shit!
So see, we added this acting part with this. So
you have to act like you're on the Jerry Springer show.
Yeah.
Well, the worst food I ever experienced, Jerry, was when I went to Subway and I went and got myself a Subway meatball sandwich. Was throwing up all week as a result of that shit. Ain't gonna put up with this shit no more.
So she said you did the Subway
sandwich. I said I ain't putting up with it. I buy my sandwiches here every week. I know it was your sandwich. I know you did it. I know you did it. I know what the problem is here. I know what's going on here. This it's disgraceful. It's disgraceful. Why me? Why me? I said, Jesus, why me?
That was probably the best one we've had so far. You're not afraid. You're not acting and stuff. So let's do it. You tell us when to stop, because let's see, we got about 5 to 4. You guys got to leave in about 5 minutes.
Pick another one?
If you want to.
Yeah, let's pick another one.
Let's do another one. You're having fun with this.
Fuck it. Okay.
That's right. Fuck that, no going back.
What's the craziest night you've had with your band members? Okay.
Okay, so 1 through 55 again.
Okay. 18.
18. We have game show host, which that's
game show
host. Along the same lines, but
okay. Game show host.
You can pick another one if you want.
Yeah, give me another one. Give me like 42.
42. Complaining about the interviewer. Don't hold back.
Okay. Craziest night of her. Really, the craziest night of her. Where you got nothing better. You have no better. The whole box. Is there any good questions in this fucking?
There's
thing?
nothing. These are fans.
Wait. Do you have any idea? Do you have any idea how important my time is?
You remember?
You're wasting. No, you don't need to.
Do you remember that question earlier?
I don't.
Shim Moore, guys.
Shim Moore. This is a waste of everyone's time. I don't know. You should just change the channel now. This is a way. I mean, like, you should buy Connect, but you shouldn't watch this show.
No,
this man, he's complaining about the best night I ever had with. I mean, what's my favorite color? How do we come up with the band name? What's it like having a girl? Nothing creative. Nothing remotely interesting coming out of your face. Nothing. I'm done. You're done? I'm done.
Shim Moore. That was great. You have fun with this. Like I said, we want one more. We want one more.
What's this? Okay, no.
You pick a good one. Pick a good one. No.
Okay. What happens if someone gets the shits or bad gas on the tour bus? Okay, 32.
32. Out of breath?
Out of breath.
I just can't stand the smell. I can't. And I walk out of this vomit everywhere, and he's and that sound. I just can't. I just can't stand the smell. And this shit on the bunk, and he has to clean it, and I'm always sleeping underneath him. He's always on top, and I gotta deal with it underneath. And then he vomits in the front lounge, and I gotta walk back, and I kick him to make sure he's alive, and he goes, and I just walk out, because I can't deal with it. I can't deal with the smell.
You are a good actor.
I gotta go.
You do have to go. Best Buy is waiting. Any last message for those fans?
Just connect, man. Buy Connect. It's out now. Today is the day. It's out now. And
we're gonna have some fun tonight.
And just request a song on the radio, guys.
That's right.
Request a song and come to the shows. It's all good, dude. I love you. It's great fun. Thanks
again,
for having fun, man.
That's right. You've done those normal interviews before, so this is fun.
Nah, this is a great touch. I like it.
Exactly. Guys, once again, Shim, our fourth Sick Puppies interview, definitely by Connect, out today. We're going to party tonight.
All right.
And then,
looking forward to that.
Yeah, get it out now. Connect, Sick Puppies, guys. Hey everyone, make sure to like Backstage Entertainment on Facebook to see our photos, to enter yourself into contests for autographed prizes, and other news. Also, make sure to click the subscribe button on YouTube to check out the rest of our videos. And you can find us on Twitter to get updates about what we're doing. For Backstage Entertainment, this is Jeremy Lafrentz.